Hey Michael, it's great to see you this morning. Given the fact you're the Linked Seattle Group Manager, why don't you tell us more about what is Linked Seattle this morning?
Well, Linked Seattle this morning has almost 23,000 members. We're a group on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn has a lot of different groups for almost any subject and professional group you can imagine. And Linked Seattle is by far the largest group for the Seattle period, whether it's for a professional group or anything, with our almost 23,000 members. And it's a place where professionals, business people, job seekers and so on can meet each other, share ideas, and help advance their careers and businesses.
So tell me, how would somebody best join the group?
Well, the way to join Linked Seattle is to go to LinkedIn. So there is a prerequisite that you have a LinkedIn account.
Okay.
And then you just go and do a search for groups. And it's very easy to find the group search function. And if you type in Seattle, I guarantee you that Linked Seattle will be the first group that comes up on the list. And then you simply say you want to join. We're an open group and anybody is allowed to join. So that's how you get to join the group, and then you can participate in the discussions, and you can find out about all the things that we have and activities we have going on, such as our meetups, which we have happening every month, that are networking events, opportunities to get together in the real world and meet group members.
Now you mentioned there's an upcoming meetup. What are some things that somebody could best do to prepare for the upcoming meetup?
So when you go to a Linked Seattle meetup, we have hundreds of people show up to these. We've had close to 800 at some of them. So they can seem a little bit daunting, but they're great opportunities to meet other people. And one thing about Linked Seattle meetups is that they're very broad in who they cover. We've got executives who come to them, we have professionals working for Fortune 500 companies, we have entrepreneurs, we have job seekers and recruiters show up. So these aren't any, Linked Seattle meetups, like our group, is not focused on one particular thing. And that's great actually, because we feel in the group that there's value in being able to meet lots of different people. If you're looking for a job, it's sometimes very helpful to meet somebody who already has one to get ideas. And for some of the businesses that we have businesses who come trying to promote their businesses, find customers, or find people who they can partner with as well. So there's lots of great opportunities there. And to really take advantage of these meetups and networking events, one of the things I love suggesting is to do some preparation before you go. You can see the list of all the attendees in our online RSVP list of all the people who have signed up to go to the group, to the meetup. And you can contact them through our group. On Linked Seattle group, you can go and look up members and send them messages and say, oh, I see that you're planning on going to the upcoming meetup. I'd love to meet you there. And so I suggest that people who are thinking of going, go and look up people who are, other people who are attending, and find people who are maybe in the working for a company or in a career that you're interested in, and get together with them. And in fact, you can also use the meetup as an opportunity to reach out to other Linked Seattle members, which there's almost 23,000 of them.
That's right.
You can do a search on, this is a great thing about LinkedIn, you can search in the group for job title or business, and so you could find people in the career you're looking for and say, hey, that's somebody I want to talk with, and you can email them and say, I'm going to this next Linked Seattle meetup. Would you be interested in meeting me there? So get some people to come. You can also get your friends to come as well, and pass the word along. So now, when you're going to a meetup, if you've done this, you're not going there cold and feeling daunted by the hundreds of people who are showing up. You have some people you know you're going to meet. Maybe there's one or two friends who are going to be there as well for you to talk to. And so it's a much more warm experience for you.
Great. Now I also know that this is a great way to maybe do secondary research on companies like you mentioned. So if you're looking to switch careers, or you're looking to maybe identify with somebody within the industry you're already in, you can do this by searching, again, job title or industry on the Linked Seattle group, and it will give you more information.
Absolutely. And but it's not just for job candidates. And we have many businesses who come. We have a number of sponsors who contact us asking to be able to have a table to promote their business, and some other sponsorship opportunities that we offer these companies to get some exposure. And we've heard some very favorable things from many of our sponsors about how they'd be able to find customers or partners. So this is a great opportunity for many types of people who want to do professional networking.
Now, what's the one thing that if you're involved in networking groups within Seattle that would make Linked Seattle a little bit different? Is it something that you do at the networking events that makes yours a little bit different?
Well, as I said, our mix of people that we have is very
Okay.
unique, because most networking events are not as broad in their focus, which aren't necessarily a bad thing, but that's why there's more than one event.
Sure.
And we also have we have color-coded name tags,
Right.
so that people who are looking for business opportunities, there's a different color they can have versus people who are recruiters can have a different color as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we even have a color for anybody who doesn't want to be designated in any particular category.
There you go.
And interestingly, I've noticed at some meetups, there's people with 3 or 4 different colored name tags on, because they want people to know that they're actually involved in more than one activity.
And I heard that there's going to be video availability at the next event.
Yes, and this is something that I think is great. And Susan, you're one of the group members as well, and I'm just thrilled at how this brings people together. Right, we've met at some of the meetups,
yeah.
and you've been going for some of your own career development reasons, and have volunteered to help in doing this video with us. And also, Greg Palmer, the gentleman behind the camera, is one of our group members as well, who is in the video production field, and he's volunteering his skills and time to help in developing his career too. Which the message of this is that by getting involved, it can help you. That you're going to get aside from the meetup, if you think of Linked Seattle in general, you will get out of it what you put into it. And if you participate in the group, you volunteer to help other people, and you are going to get more out of it. And the same thing with these meetups. If you go there with an attitude of, I want to help people, I want to meet, as opposed to thinking, I'm going to go there and see who's going to give me some business, or I need to sell stuff. If you go there with an attitude of, hey, I'm just here to meet people and listen about them and find ways that I could maybe even help them find connections, very interesting things start happening.
Well, I think in my personal experience, when I'm at the meetups, when I meet somebody earlier in the event, and then later on in the event, maybe they're looking for a mutual thing. They're looking for maybe whether it be a business opportunity or maybe some kind of career networking. I find that when I follow up, it's much more meaningful when I can say, somebody later on I met, I want to be able to introduce you. They're on the Linked Seattle circle. And so I think that's the power of the network, is sort of passing it along.
Right. So the one word of advice I would have to anybody is get involved and come to our meetups. Well, join Linked Seattle and come to the meetups.
Thanks again, Michael. We'll see you at the next meetup.
Thank you.
Okay.